Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, what a week. What a week. What a week. Good morning, Doug. Good morning. Hi. So, nothing real serious planned for today. I thought maybe we would just do some digitizing, have a conversation, whatever you want to talk about. Yeah, just that simple. I found a graphic. Oh, I should put on there. Um, what should I put on there? Hold on, let me go get it. Creative and copy. Come back. Lettering. Come on, lettering. There we are. Um, so I found a graphic that I thought was very appropriate. I hope you like it. Create text. Way down here at the bottom. Yeah, we don't need all of that. And we don't need that. I know I'm mumbling here, but I want to give credit to where I found the graphic. It's only right, right? Why is it I can never find what I want? Do, do, do. Just kind of a casual day. There we are. All right, and let's just pop it up way up here. Okay, so I'm back. I'm back. So I found a graphic that, like I said, I thought was very appropriate. Here it is. Ta-da! I found it on Creative Fabrica. This is a great little site that has all kinds of graphics. You can use them to uh, print um, T-shirts and use them as embroidery. Um, they've even got files for laser cutting, and it's just an all-inclusive kind of site, and that's where I found this graphic. Good morning, Barb. It's good to see you this week. Good morning. So, yeah, I thought we'd just do a little bit of digitizing. Got myself a new Wacom tablet. Um, had to get a larger one. My eyes just can't handle the little one anymore. Speaking of, anybody's looking for a Wacom tablet, I have a 22-inch Wacom tablet available for sale. Just send me a message. Happy to talk to you about it. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of digitizing, but what I want to do here first is um, I auditioned some files. I auditioned some font files. Unhide all. There we go. I don't know if you guys are aware, but not Wacom, Wilcom released their 2026 version. Yes, Doug, it does. It's the Cintiq, it's a 22-inch Cintiq. It's all packed up, ready to go. So, so yeah, there are 20 new fonts in this package, and I thought I would audition some. I'm not one to. Sweet, thanks, Doug. We'll talk in a bit. Um, I'm not one to. I don't have to make the graphic exactly the same. I don't have to use the lettering in this graphic, in this clip art. I can use whatever lettering I want. Um, so I auditioned some, and I thought some of these were pretty cute. Now, these are the new scripts. I don't know if you can see this, but this one This script has a flourish behind the uppercase letters, and you don't have to have the flourish. It's just an addition. This one also has a little bit of flourish. Let's see if we can increase that a bit so we can see what it looks like. Come on, let me have it. All right, you're not going to let me have it. There we are. Oh, that's cute. Looks like a little flower there. Um, this one here has a secondary line to give it some dimension. That's nice. All right, to fit. But I didn't like any of these for this project. So get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. These are some of the new scripts. This one. This one. These are the two that I thought were best. And I actually like this second one better. So we're going to get rid of that one too. We're going to size this for our space. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Yep, that's about right. And then we needed another font for up here. These are the new fonts, Doug. Yes, you pretty much always have to change the spacing on the script fonts. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning. No, Cindy. Yes, Cindy. Cindy. That's exactly what we're talking about today. Is Christmas over yet? No. No, which is why we're going to jingle some of the way because we're tired. Um, so yeah, Doug, you have to pretty much adjust the spacing for just about any lettering in system. This one here is kind of cute and whimsical. So of the audition pieces, I kind of like this one. We'll just kind of paste that there, tilt it, and move it out of the way. We're going to get rid of this and this. And then this is not a new font. This here is Briquette. I wanted to find a script that was a bit bolder. Okay, Doug, that would probably be true. Doug saying that in Brilliance you really don't have to adjust the kerning. That the uh, fonts that Eric Campbell creates for in Brilliance are pretty much set, and that's true. But I don't mind adjusting. Maybe I want the lettering to be a little further away. Maybe I want it to be a little tighter. Maybe it's digitizer's discretion. I like that. Okay. So these are not new fonts, but I wanted to find one that was a little bit bolder. So that's the one I chose. We're going to get rid of this one. We're going to get rid of that one. And then, of course, I have a matching font here. Um, I'm tired. Yeah. Okay, so these are all of our fonts. Let's go ahead. We're just going to change that one to green too because, they're all green. So like I said, this graphic, come back here, uh, came from Creative Fabrica. So I'm going to move this way up here so that we can start working with our graphic. Do, do, do. Want to talk to you about pathing. So we've got all our fonts decided. Now we need to path for our bulbs, our Christmas bulbs. And the one thing we want to make sure of is that we do all the reds first, and then, maybe all the blues and all the greens. Do our color sort as we go, because we don't want to uh, stitch the blue, stop, stitch the green, stop, stitch the red, stop, stitch the blue. Okay, so this is our pathing. I'm thinking, instead of coming over here and working left to right, where I have to make some returns, I thought I would start over here on the right so that I can go in a direction that seems more natural. Okay, so we're going to enlarge a little bit because we're going to start with this red. Good morning. And I'm sure she means to say, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Um, this is going on the front of a sweatshirt, so it's a little bit larger. So we need to measure. There we go. We need to measure the distance of our bulb so we know whether we can do a satin or we have to do um, a fill. So I turn on, come on, there we go. Turn on the ruler. It's 19 millimeters wide, so it has to be a fill, which is okay because we like fill. So we're going to make our bulb. And you know what's really cool about this? Regardless of what color the bulb is, I can copy and paste and use that same bulb on everything. Make that red. Okay, let's change the stitch direction. There we go. So it stops up here, but we don't want it to stop up there. We want it to stop down here so that we can take and make a running stitch that goes here to here to here to here to here and to here. And then we can copy, paste, and we're going to just turn this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's about right. Another running stitch. Don't worry about the coloring at this point. The green is like a default in the system, which is fine. You can always set up a different colorway. Do, do, do. Do you want me to show you something new? Watch this. Hang on. And I might get it wrong because it is new and I'm not used to it. But let's say I stopped here and I thought, oh, I want to continue this line. If I come over here and click the continue digitizing, I can pick up right where I left off. What do you think of that? I know. Isn't that so cool? Of course, I don't need it, so we're going to go back. Oh, and you can do that with the satin columns too. You can do it with anything. I know, Cindy. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that awesome? Okay. Another line. Oops, I need to go the other direction, right? Oh, fudge. Too much. There we go. And try this again. Need to go this other direction so I can capture this one up here. Da, da, da. And do. And do. And line. The only thing you have to do here when we just need to make sure that our travel lines um, can be covered by our other element, in this case, the wiring. I'll show you that in a minute. Do, do, do. Rotate, rotate. Suppose it would have been easier if I just selected it and rotated. Okay. So we don't have to, but I am going to travel to the first of my blues just because I don't have to make a knot and then start a new color and then come over. We're just going to take and continue our line. I'm going to take another bulb, turn it for position, and change its color to blue because we're going to do blue. So everybody ready for Christmas? Because you know 'tis the season. Or are we all tired? Personally, I have 19 hoodies to stitch today, front and back. I know, it's a good thing I have two machines. I'm going to set one up to do all the backs, and then the other one to do the left chest. Did I have another blue one? Yes, I did. And the other thing that I do with my travels, I really don't need these travels to be 2.5 stitches per inch, right? So once we're done with our bulbs, I'm going to select all the greens. Well, maybe not all the greens because I have some green bulbs here, but I'm going to select the running stitches and I'm going to change them. I'm going to change them to be longer, to be 4 millimeters long. You know, Doug, if you're having trouble with the kerning, you know you can set the kerning in the system for letter combinations, and it will save that. Oh, what happened? I didn't copy, did I? There we go. What does Cindy say here? Hold on. Let me get my blue bulb in place. Excuse me. Today is just sewing flags on jackets, about 100 of them. Love my post-bed machine. I just wish the bobbins were bigger. I have to fill the bobbins constantly. You would think that the post-bed machine would use like a size M bobbin, which is larger. Yep, Doug, it's true. There are many, many combinations. Okay, this one needs to be blue. Let's go back to fit. Yep, all the blues are taken care of. Do, do, do. Let's do some greens. Remember, just like with the blue, I just use my color to travel over to the new bulb. Cindy's saying that she's not sure what size bobbins her post-bed machine uses, but she doesn't think they offer pre-wounds. You might want to check on that, Cindy. I know that there are, if you're using a size M bobbin, I know there are pre-wounds out there for it. You know, I'm going to change up something here real quick because I need to distinguish my two greens. So we're going to select all of our run stitches and we're going to change them to lime green because we need this to be green green. There we go. And again, the lime green is going to change later. Do, do, do. So we need another. Need another running stitch. Could have swore there was another green. Yep, there it is. I'm going to take this, bring it down here, change it to green. And then what's left? I think the yellow is the only one left. Let's see here. All right. So from the green, we're going to come back here for our yellow. Sorry, I was just reading Cindy's message. She was talking to Doug about her post-bed machine and telling him that she's not at her machine's location right now. But what she remembers, she got it from a salesperson, a vendor in at Fort Worth. There, I like that yellow better. Okay, so let's go ahead and select all of those lime green colors. And we're going to change the stitches to a 4mm length. And then, how do we want to do this? We're going to change all these colors. Oops. And select and red. All of these, select and blue. Select and green, and then yellow. Okay, so ugly, I'm sorry, Doug, what's the ugly brownish color? Now, I think I got lost in the conversation. Okay, so we are going to, we're going to do a little measuring. I need to know how wide this satin is. So back to our measuring too. Oh, okay. Doug was asking Cindy about her machine. which is where the common ugly brown color. Okay, so this is about a 2 millimeter satin. So that's what we're going to go with. Don't necessarily want to use black. I don't like using black when I'm digitizing because, again, black is the inclusion of all colors and it makes it hard to see. So let's just, I don't know, we'll just use this one. We're going to come here, we're going to come here, we're going to go to special, column C, change that to 2. Make sure it's center run. Yep. All right. So do 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 do. Have you guys seen the videos on the new blending features in this software? I was really impressed. Not just about the blending, um, but the new um, red work feature too. Back 100 years ago, the first software I used had a red work feature that, as long as one of the running stitches endpoints touched another, it would automatically path and create the red work design, which was really, really nice. And that was one of the things I had asked about when I purchased the software back 100 years ago. And no, it wasn't a function, but they had this. Okay, help me out here. Um, the function where it. Oh my God! All right, I can't do this. Here we go. Branching. Yeah. Um, um, so yeah, it had the branching. Well, the branching was good, but it was not the same. And when they came out with this version, I was excited. What do you think? We should do a satin instead, right? I was excited uh, because I really missed that red work function, and now we have it. I like doing red work pieces. I just like the way it flows. Do 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 do. When I worked in the corporate world, I used to get people used to laugh at me for my doing. All right. Do do. Want to try something here. We're going to change this color. We're going to take this. I want to see, I want to put some outline on this. And I want to see if it will change the look to what I want to see. There we go. Do, do, do. Still getting used to the new pen. What do you think, people? What do you think about our the socket attachment? Let's try it just a little bit different. Change this color. Oh, I can never find gray when I want it. Of course, everybody spells gray differently. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like it too, Cindy. Hold on, let's just do something just a wee bit different. Of course, that needs to be darker. And darker still. And darker. There, that might work. I'm going to hide this for a moment because all right. Almost there. Nope, that's the wrong color. Hey, Jesse, good morning. We're just doing some casual digitizing. All right. Oh, gotta bring our gray back. Okay. All right. Which one do you like better? The gray or the black? What do you think? Sorry, slight distraction. All right, that's good. In the meantime, you guys think about that. I'm going to come back over here. Yeah, I do that all the time. Oh, that's why. Let's see if that makes a difference. Sweatshirt. Just your standard purchase a sweatshirt. I'm wondering if maybe the satin might be too heavy. Um, might pull too much. Okay, remember I said I'm still getting used to this continue digitizing feature. All right. I can never remember which end it's going to start at. So let's see what happens if we do this. No. All right. I'll play with that some more later. Oh. Black is easy. Cindy. Oh yeah. Um, I'm a lazy embroiderer. The fewer colors, the less colors to load, the better. So you're saying not to use the gray, just to leave it black. All right, we can go with that. Oops, put that back and lock it in place. I wonder if I can do that whole thing. Because I'm a copy and paste kind of girl. We're going to group that. We're going to flip it. We're going to turn it a bit. Keep your fingers crossed. That worked. Mostly. Do you know how we can figure that out? How we can make sure? And because I'm blind as a bat, I'll enlarge it. Then we'll take it out of true view. Don't need to see the stitches. Just need to see the lines. And then we can align it. All right. And make slight edits as needed. Slight edit, slight edit, slight edit. Because we want to make sure that we cover these edges, right? Okay, okay. Oh my gosh, we're running so late. I got so involved in this. So you get the idea. Um, make sure that your running stitches are covered. Find some fonts that you like. Plan your pathing before you get started. Um, keep going. All right, I can keep going. Here, what's Cindy saying? If some is doing a single needle machine, if some people are doing single needle machine, they would like fewer color changes. My daughter-in-law makes some beautiful things and she only has a single needle machine. Oh, I started out with a single needle and you're right, color change after color change after color change. Um, not always necessary. So yeah, we're gonna keep this down to a minimum color changes. Um, we do have one more color change we need to put in there. I don't know if you guys saw this. Here, let me just come over here and hide these reds. There is a highlight. I'm not going to do the shading on the other side because that's just that's just another set of stitches that really don't do anything for us. And then unhide. Do, do, do. So yeah. Cindy says she's just loading colors. Uh, I'm just hitting buttons to load colors. Doug's saying that his wife uses a single needle flatbed machine. She does some really great projects, but it takes so much time switching out the threads. And yes, it does. Back in my early days, I dreaded a design file that had more than 3 or 4 colors just because of all the color changes. All right, so we're going to pick up here again, and we're going to change it out because, like I said, I like to be able to see what I'm doing. You can't always see what's going on with black. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. And do, do. So when we're all done, we do go back and take care of our edits, make sure all our running stitch lines are under the wire so that they're hidden. Make sure that all of our cut and paste is laying exactly where it needs to. Do, do, do. And change. Thank you, Cindy. Cindy likes the shading because it takes away the flatness. It gives the design element some depth. I tell you what, Cindy, let me show you something and you tell me what you think. I'm going to hide these again. Actually, let's work with this one. Let's see. I suppose I gotta come over here to do the hide. Now, if I take this, what did Barb say? Barb, I don't. This is what I read. I like cussing my single needle machine for different projects. I'm assuming you didn't mean to put the C in there and that you're trying to tell us that you like using your single needle machine for different projects. And yes, that's a good thing. All right, so back to our shading question. We're going to, let me show you what I'm thinking. We're going to change. Exactly, Cindy. Did Barb mean cussing or using? All right, you ready? It might be too heavy as a full satin. What if we removed the underlay? Oh, there is no underlay. Go to fills, change this to 70. No, not enough. Change it to 1. 150. We want the look, but not necessarily all the stitches. What do you think? You guys decide. Let me know what you think about this. No, actually, Cindy, it did not. Because, or both. Doug's suggesting that Barb's um, Barb's statement was a reflection of both. She likes using her flat needle machine for different projects as well as cussing at it. Let me just make sure. Underlay. Yep. No underlay. Maybe. Yep. So, Cindy, the bulb is red, and this shading is the same red. And what that does, maybe both at times. Barb's agreeing, Doug, that it's both at times. So because light reflects off the thread, this same color shading gives the dimension of a different light reflection. So yes, it's not a different color, but because it's a different stitch or different stitch angles, it gives a different look. That's exactly what I did. We have a tatami fill for the base of the bulb. Oops. And then the satin fill for the shading. And then the white for the highlight. As much as you're right about the shading. Shading does add dimension and it adds change in light. But I'm with you. I don't necessarily want to change colors. So this would be, a different red and a different blue and a different yellow and a different green. Not when the same color will do the same job. Okay. So, oops, doggios. They're making themselves known. So I'm going to do the rest of these wires later. What I want to do now is I want to come back and I want to unhide everything. Let's just make all of our wires black. Unhide. Where'd you guys go? Oh, I moved them off to the side. They're not hidden. They're just moved. What do you think? now. What do you think? Oh yeah, Cindy's saying that that the design is cute and that you could put clear lights and wear it year round. I tell you what else you could do. If you open up the density of the bulbs, you could put mylar underneath it and give it the sparkle. Thanks, Jessie. Bella's fussing here. Come on, Bella. I thought you wanted to come up. Maybe not. Um, so yeah, I think this is cute. This is probably gonna be my Christmas sweatshirt this year. What do you think? I do like the shading after all, Cindy. Thank you. Yes, Mylar. Yeah, I'm kind of liking the idea of Mylar too. It wouldn't be hard. Mylar just tears away cleanly, gives it that sparkle. Yep, I think we're going to go with Mylar. And let's see. Next week is the 20th. Next week is the 20th. What will we do next week? What do you want to do next week? My pup heard your pup and bark. Yeah, they're over here. You know, I've got two dogs now. I've got Bella, who you've all met, and then I have Donna. Donna doesn't like to be picked up so much, but Bella is teaching Donna how to. Oh, pearly gates. Yeah, I like that color too. Bella is teaching Donna how to fight and protect herself. So, okay. I'll show you I'll try to get the sweatshirt done this week and we'll show it off next week. But listen, if you guys have any thoughts about what you want to do, send me a comment, send me a question, send me an email, quicktostitch.com. This is Coffee and Conversation. Doug, catch up with me in a little bit. And we'll talk about that Wacom tablet. And you guys have a great week. I hope you get all of your projects done in time to give yourself a few days of rest and relaxation. Oops, guess I could do that, huh? Where'd you go? Would you say get those children under control? Yeah. Hey, girls. Yeah, they don't listen to me. They just don't listen to me. So I'll try to get the sweatshirt done so I can show it off next week. With the Mylar, that's a wonderful idea. In the meantime, you all have a great weekend. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Bye now. You're welcome, Cindy. Fun? Do you have more questions? Do you want to learn something new? Join me at quicktostitch.com for coffee and conversation, and we'll talk about it. Embroidery machines, designs, and business. Hope to see you soon. Bye now.